then, so I'm here today to talk about a misconduct hearing of Sergeant Berry, that is shoulder number 4329. Sorry about the thingy, I'm right next to a main road, but there's a hearing today for Sergeant Berry, shoulder number 4329 at 1 o'clock, and that is 1 o'clock on the 22nd of April 2021. Sergeant Berry has got a misconduct hearing for breach of breach of harassment. It's a harassment order, and it's a breach of a harassment order. Sergeant Berry breached the non-malicious order due to his behaviour, where he was messaging his ex-partner who had a non-behavioural, non-malicious order put on him, and he breached that. And today is his hearing at 1 o'clock here at the headquarters of Cheshire constabulary, and that is the hearing for Sergeant Berry, shoulder number 4329. Right. So it looks like I've got an encounter.
Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm security.
I'm just working on the article of the hearing, what's in there today.
For the
hearing, what's in there today for Sergeant Berry.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
So I'm just getting some B-roll footage.
So nothing to worry about.
No.
Okay.
Just working on that article today.
You don't have to show me that. Am I okay? Just
yeah, you're okay to read that. That's the notice of his hearing today at 1 o'clock.
Right. Okay. That's
for his misconduct hearing.
Right. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, there's no law about you doing that.
Yeah. That's all I'm doing. I'm
just had a nervous police officer. Just,
no, that is literally all I'm doing. Just because he's got a hearing today at 1 o'clock for his harassment on his ex-partner.
Oh, right.
He breached his order.
Oh, I don't know about that.
We're gonna basically, he's got a hearing today to see if he's going to keep his job or not.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. His order is...
We had somebody, one of these auditors here, YouTubers here the other day.
Oh no, I don't even know what that is. I'm literally here just working on this story. I've got to do a handful of stories before I can get my press pass.
Oh right, yeah.
And I can't go in there to do the thingy they've got on there because they ain't got my press pass, which it states on there. So I've actually got an appointment to listen to the hearing over the internet.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very good of you to explain, because I mean, we you know, obviously you get a police officer. I've just had a police officer stop me. Are you?
Yeah, I'm just after some B-roll, and then I need to get back to get ready for the appointment to listen to his actual hearing. Right, cheers. So that wasn't too bad. A twitchy officer, but yeah. Right, let's get back to it then. Yeah, so as I've just explained to him, there is a hearing for Sergeant Berry, shoulder number 4329. And he's got a hearing in there today to see if he's going to keep his job or not. More likely than not, he'll just get demoted, but yes, he will end up keeping his job. And I've got a few more little articles I want to get done. I'm going to swap sides over to the other side of the road to get some more footage. Let's wait for this car and then I shall move. About the wind, I am trying to sort that out. So we're here at Cheshire constabulary headquarters. And like I said, I've got another article I want to do on another misconduct hearing. On October the 20, in October 2020, a breach of the standards and professional behaviour related to a use of force. An officer attended an incident on the... Sorry, bear with me. An officer attended an incident on the 2nd of June 2020. During the incident, the officer inappropriately used their taser to gain compliancy. So he used his taser inappropriately to gain compliancy. Right, that went to a misconduct hearing on Monday the 19th of October 2020. A misconduct meeting was held at the police headquarters. The officer admitted their actions would amount to misconduct and was issued a written warning. So he was issued a written warning for using his taser inappropriately to gain compliancy. So if that was anybody else, it would be assault with a deadly weapon. But this officer gets a written warning. So he got a written warning for his behaviour. And I noticed some other auditors have been here and they are not sending the police out. They sent the security guards from that shack over there. From the shack. Let's see if I can get a better shot on the flags. So I'm trying to stay on public land. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on public land, and it is quite busy here. It's quite a lot of cars. But yes, there will be a lot of people, well, officers turning up to the misconduct hearing of Sergeant Berry, shoulder number 4329, for his harassment on his partner. I will put links to all of the articles in the description down below. I'm getting some funky looks off people, but I don't really care. What I don't understand is what I am doing is perfectly legal. I am working on an article. I'm working on an article for the misconduct. Yeah, let's move this because there's somebody probably knows nothing about the case, but yes. Pardon? Well, yeah, I'm actually surprised they haven't sent the police out. The police haven't come out to attend this situation. I'm just going to get a bit closer to the gate so I can get the flags in the main door. I might have to change my lens, so bear with me. The GoPro is running, so just bear with me a second. Right, I'm just going to swap the lens out for the powerful lens. There we go. Bear with the shakiness. I am using a 300mm lens to get a nice close-up of that door. But that there is, so I'll read off another case which has led to something else. Wait, let me get to it. It's another use of force misconduct. A police officer attended, nope, that's the wrong one. This one is, yeah, another use of force. So on March the 1st, on the 1st of March of 2020, a detention officer working at the East Cheshire Constabulary faculty in Middlewich used force used force on a female detaining, which was excessive, and used techniques which were not approved within the personal safety training manual. The outcome of that was a final written warning. So it's a bit funny how these use of force things turn out to be just written warnings and final written warnings. And I am going to be looking into this one today to see what the outcome of today's is, but I do suppose he'll end up just getting demoted. And there's another breach of the professional behaviour related to duty and responsibility. A member of police staff made contact with a vulnerable member of the community when she had been provided with special instructions not to do so. The staff member was also found to have used police IT systems for a non-policing purpose. This officer in question got a written warning, so they're using the police systems and getting written warnings. They're using use of force, getting written warnings. What the police have to do nowadays to get the sack, as you can see there's an officer there, but what is it they have to do nowadays to get the sack? Because using a taser to me is use of deadly force. Using a police system for non-policing purpose, why should they get the privilege to have that ability to do that? They shouldn't. Should they? So, yes, let me just get a shot of the flags. I do think I'm going to get another encounter. Nope, it's gone off to somewhere else, but there's the flags. Got the Union Jack. You've got their constabulary flag and the England flag all together, ironically right next to a camera. Well, let me get back into that. So yes, I'm actually surprised that no officers have come out, but I guess they're too busy preparing for the hearing, what they've got to do. I have got a folder actually full of cases what should go on from 2020, January of 2020. If you wish, I could read some of them out, or I could come back another day and do these. I do want to come back another day, because there is loads of more cases actually on here. There's this one for relation to confidential. Yeah, it's this one which also again on January 2020, breach of the data, breach of the standards of professional behaviour relating confidential. On several occasions between 2015 and 2018, a constable accessing information on a police database in relation to it's a her this time, her family and neighbours without a legitimate or authority police purpose. That ended up in a written warning. I'm not going to go through that one, that's a whole video on itself. April 2020. A breach of the standards of professional behaviour relating in data and responsibility of conduct. A police officer failed to take provisional action when dealing with a guest at the Holiday Inn in Runcorn on the 5th of July 2019. The officer failed to search the guest despite there being reasonable grounds to do so. The officer failed to seize a small quantity of a substance believed to be controlled drugs in the bathroom of the hotel. The officer switched off their body-worn video prior to entering the bathroom where the substance believed to be a controlled drug was found. The action of the officer were not captured, and for turning off the body-worn camera while entering a room with drugs, that officer got a written warning. The funny thing is, most of these got written warnings and final warnings and words of advice, because these words of advice on here don't actually name the officers in it. The sergeant, this is why I think he's just going to get demoted. Sergeant Berry, shoulder number 4329, is being named, but he was convicted in a criminal court of the offence harassment of Miss Berry. So he was convicted of the Protection of the Harassment Act 1997. So I think that's gonna be it, because I don't think I'm gonna get an interaction out of them unless it's been doing all that, so I'm not even recording. But yeah, so as I was saying, the use of tasers and that lot, it's apparently acceptable to use deadly force, and you'll get a written warning when it is unnecessary or inappropriate to use a taser. Their words. To inappropriate use of a taser to gain compliancy. So if you don't comply, this officer will taser you and get away with it. So be careful. And then you got them using excessive force to women and getting away with it. So basically, over here where I am, they like to use deadly force, they like to use force and all this other stuff. It looks like I'm going to get another encounter. So I shall just zoom out, focus in. GoPro still running? Yes. So that's it really. I've got more articles, but I will be back to do that. I need to basically get back for the hearing, which is in action at 1 o'clock. Pardon?
Oh, sorry. Are you okay to just give us your name? It's just so that...
No, I ain't committed no offences.
No,
So.
that's fine, no problem. That's alright, it's just like with them asking if we could.
Well, I've already explained what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you don't know what's happening in there today.
Don't tell us now.
Well, I had to search quite a while just to find out what's happening today.
Yeah.
With it being a public hearing, you would expect us to be able to know what's happening, because I've got access to watch it. I've got an appointment at, well, it starts at 1 o'clock.
It's all on online, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Stuff,
if I had my press card, I could go in and watch it. But I have to go.
We do normally sign them in and then they get collected and stuff. But with the whole COVID thing, it's all been online.
Yeah, well, that's what I've done. I've got to get back home for 1 for the appointment to start.
Is it like a Zoom call?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Where are you travelling back to? Is
Just
it far?
no, not that far. I've walked here, so
Oh, yeah.
it's a nice day for it as well.
It sounds like quite cold and windy, but no, that's no problem if you don't want to give your name.
Okay.
Just
Well, I'm going to be leaving now anyways. I've done got my B-roll footage, voiced over it, and I'm alright.
Good luck with getting your pass thing anyway.
I know. Well, I need a few more articles. They don't just give you them. You've got to have articles out there for them to look at to get your pass. So that's what I'm working on.
Alright then.
Right, cheers.
Well, let me try and rest
You too. So it's a bit funny. I don't like being on camera. So this was pinac audits. That was my little articles. Most of it's going to be on the GoPro because there was a bit of wind. I is out of here. I'm going to keep rolling though and keep it behind me. I know what these are like. They'll probably call me soon. I can't be bothered with that. So they come to try and get my name, and fair enough, they didn't push it. What I am expecting is to be followed. Yeah, what I am expecting to do is be followed, and then probably get my number plate on the car because I have driven here.